And vaccinating residents in rural areas has been a main point of emphasis for county leaders, Eva, all week long.
Yeah, Mike, but do people in these areas even feel that will happen? Tonight, our Isaac Petcash is joining us live. And Isaac, you talked in rural areas to people right in Erie County. And what did they have to say?
Well, Mike and Eva, this might seem backwards, but at first people really didn't have anything to say because they tell me they don't have enough information or resources to be able to get the vaccine. Now, for local areas in rural places such as Edinboro, people did offer solutions, and they say that it's going to be critical to get more info and more availability of vaccines to these areas because right now there just isn't enough. For the past week, local health leaders have stressed the importance of distributing the COVID-19 vaccine to people in rural areas.
Once we have more vaccine, that is certainly something that we can look into.
We're only as strong as our weakest link, so if we ignore a group of people, it's not going to help end the pandemic.
So the idea is there, but how does it get put into motion? Well, we wanted to ask people in rural areas that question to see what they had to think. So today we're in Edinboro at nearby Flip Cafe talking to local residents to get their insight and for them to share their thoughts. Edinboro residents Grace and Chuck Wyckoff say they're lucky to have received their first vaccine dose, but they also tell us their area acquaintances have not had the same fortune.
She has tried different areas, different hospitals. She can't get one. Different counties.
Why is that, we asked?
I think it's because they're putting them through hospitals and big clinics, and we don't have that here.
Dan Quigley doesn't have any answers as to why he says rural residents seem to be seldom able to be vaccinated. The only thing he can think of.
It almost feels political. I mean, how comes they aren't getting treated equally out there? I mean, it's, you know, a 75-year-old person in Corey should be able to get there, be able to get on a list and get it before other people or other situations.
So what needs to be done? Rural resident Bill Lucas wants the county to open more lines of both communication.
A lot of people, like myself somewhat, are not savvy to use their smartphone or don't have a smartphone.
And adequate transportation to vaccination sites.
Not everybody has the money or access to a vehicle to do that.
But Wyckoff feels that fairness comes with proximity. She says the biggest key is giving people the chance to get vaccinated closer to home.
If they realized that they could make an appointment at their local pharmacy that they're happy with, they would do it. I believe they would do it.
Now, when we asked borough officials where you could put a vaccination site, they said, easy, the borough building. It's got plenty of space and would house many people while also keeping local residents isolated. Now, residents and borough officials understand the demand still outweighs the supply, and they get that. But they say when more vaccines start to come out, such as maybe the Johnson & Johnson next week, there needs to be an emphasis of getting vaccinations to rural areas. Live tonight in Edinboro, Isaac Petcash, Erie News Now.